Good evening all. I just thought I'd do a little video on what it's like when you're walking back to your off-grid camp at night. I've had kids with me a couple of days and I had to go back to Carlisle and down to Penrith, so I'm a bit later than what I normally am at coming back. You can see the moon there, and sometimes it's not moonlit, so I can see what I'm doing. I don't know if you can see the stars yet. It's just going dark. The sun's setting over there in West Cumbria, and I'm on my way back to my camp. I've got my torch on my phone, but my big torch and everything's still in my tent up there because I didn't expect to be out this late. But this is just one of the, look at that. This is just one of the disadvantages, as you can see, about living off grid and having to come back here at night, which I'm used to, you know, but it can be still terrifying at night on your own, especially when you're this far up the fells, you know. Like I say, I've usually got my big torch with us and that, but I've had an unexpected trip to Carlisle and down to Penrith and across, so I'm an hour later than what I normally would be. And then I've got to walk through woods up here in pitch black, and it's daunting, you know what I mean? It really is. I mean, it looks smart there, doesn't it? It's more or less a full moon. And if you look straight up, you can see the stars and that. It's a lovely evening, it really is. And last couple of nights I've had kids with me and it's been terrible, and then I come back and it's like this, you know, so peaceful and that. But you know, it's just one of them things, isn't it? I've had to do a bit of a detour to drop them off, but I just thought I'd give you just a glimpse of what it's like walking back, you know. People think it's, oh yeah, you can live outside, you know, just get a tent and blah blah blah, but what about when you're walking back and it's like this and you're on your own? You know, your eyes do get used to it after a bit, and you can see quite a bit actually, but it's terrifying, especially when you go back into woods over there. And I'm hoping to God my tent's still there and everything, and people haven't been and moved it, you know, because I'm not fixed the board at the minute, and people just think you're taking piss and you're camping and blah blah blah, and they'll come and move your stuff. And I'm coming up here at this time at night. It's only about 9 o'clock, but I'm walking up here now expecting my camp to be as I left it, which it should be. But you'll get people coming along thinking you've abandoned it, or you get the trust thinking they can come and move your stuff, you know, without giving you notice. And it's not the case, you know. Some people are camping off grid and living off grid, and we have to come to these places to get away from civilization, because they'll just mess about with your stuff and they'll think we're street homeless or whatever, and we're not looking after the place. But if you see a tent pitched up, leave a little note if you want. Hello girls. There's some sheep here. Good evening girls. There's Bleaberry there in the distance. Yeah, leave your little notes or whatever. I mean, sometimes you can tell that a camp's been left and disused or whatever, but I just want you to think about the people that are actually homeless and they've got a little camp set up somewhere and they're minding their own business. I mean, I've got to walk an hour out of town to get here. You know, and you can tell when you get there, the camp's looked after, the tent's pitched up decent, you know. You're more than welcome to leave your notes, and I'll leave a contact number and you can ring us. But you know, think on. Not everybody that's wild camping has got somewhere else to go. So I just want you to think about that next time you come to a camp and you think, oh, look at them. You know, look at them coming up here camping, blah 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 blah. I haven't got nowhere else to go yet, you know, and I've had to come up here because I get hassle in town, and I get hassle when I were on the island, and it's like, they left a note last time, go on, move on, and blah blah blah. Where to? You know, I've been trying since November to get myself somewhere to stay. I've been in a homeless shelter and ended up in rehab as well, and they couldn't find me anywhere to stay. So if you're one of them people that coming along and thinking you can move people on and blah blah blah, whatever you want to call it, yeah, not everybody has got a permanent residence to go to, you know. So I just it's just a little bit of a call out to, you know, the authorities that are coming in heavy-handed and just moving people on. You know, there is people that are coming up here camping, but there's a massive homeless community as well, and who camp just on the outskirts of town and they've got nowhere else to go, you know. And if you can find us anywhere, you're doing better than I have been doing for the last 9 months, yeah. So just think on, if there is a campsite you come across, you can clearly tell that it's been looked after, you know, and someone's actually staying there long term, just leave them alone. You know, I do them the decency of just asking them the situation. You know, I'm more than willing to talk about my situation to anybody. It's on here. You know, I have been homeless for 5 years, but the first 4.5 years of that were through choice. Split up with my ex-partner, kid's mum, and I ended up homeless, but I was a lorry driver and I had accommodation in my lorry and I were on good money. But since my mental breakdown in November, I've been in and out of institutions, and they can't seem to find me anywhere to stay. So before you start presuming people's circumstances, you know, and moving the stuff or whatever, touching the stuff, yeah, just give a little bit of consideration to what they might be going through, and that's all. But it's a lovely evening, and now I've got the daunting task of going through these woods here, which is it's not nice when it's like this. it's pitch black. You know what I mean? Got a little torch, but I like to get back before it goes dark. But hey ho! But look at the stars up there. I don't know if you can see them on camera. It's absolutely beautiful. It's so peaceful up here, so still. And yeah, God bless everyone. Thanks for watching. And I hope everyone has a lovely evening. And I'll keep you updated onto my progress. But there you have it. Good night, God bless. Bye.